What is going on, Yankee fans? It is New York Sports Up here, and I am finally back with another New York Yankees post-game recap. And in this video, we're going to recap the series, not just one game, the entire series at Safeco Field between the Yankees and the Mariners. I apologize I couldn't do individual videos for the entire series, but I have family over, so I didn't have time to do it. So I'm just going to do one big video talking about the series between the Yankees and the Mariners at Safeco Field. And this was a series where you could say that the Yankees turned a corner. I would disagree. I think one series doesn't, make the whole season turn around, but the Yankees showed some promise in this series, and they showed some fight. They played well. They were gritty. They hit the ball well. They pitched. The bullpen did a good job, and we'll talk about the whole series in this video. But before we get into that, be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. I really would appreciate it because, I try to do as much Yankee videos as I can. I try to react to every single game throughout 162 games, so I really would appreciate it if you hit that like button and hit that big red subscribe button. I really would appreciate it. So, let's get into this series between the Yankees and the Mariners, and let's start off by talking about the great game, and that was the opener of this series, and Jameson Taillon got the start against former Yankee prospect Justice Sheffield, who was involved in the James Paxton trade, and it has been a rough go for Justice Sheffield. I mean, his season, he has been awful. I don't know how he was like in his rookie year, which was last year, but this year, he has been awful. He's just been atrocious. He didn't get out of the second inning. He gave up 6 earned runs. He was terrible. Justice Sheffield's looking like a big bust right now. He really is. He has not panned out in the big leagues now. Sometimes young pitchers start off their career slow and then they start to pitch better. But I just don't know about Justice Sheffield. I mean, he doesn't really throw hard. His stuff isn't very exciting. I don't know about his career, man. I mean, he just does not look good. He got shelled by the Yankees. Let's go to the first inning where we got off to a bang. Giancarlo Stanton, 2 on, 1 out, 0-1 count, hanging slider. It was a breaking ball, and he absolutely drilled it into the left field seats, and it's gone. A 3-run shot for big Giancarlo Stanton, and the Yankees are in front 3-0. This was the start we needed against a Sheffield pitcher who's been really struggling. We need to get off, to a good start, because we never really do. And we did. 3-run shot for Stanton. We're up 3-0. We're in a good spot. Bottom first inning. I think Taillon gives up a hit, but he doesn't give up a run. Good job. We go to the next few innings. Luke Voit gets an RBI. I think he made it 6-0. He had a 2-run single to make it 6-0, and then there was a wild pitch with the bases loaded that made it 4-0. So 3 more runs in the second inning. It was a 6-0 game, and then the next inning, against, I think it was Hector Santiago, 2 more runs come around to score. An RBI for DJ, who had a good game. He had an RBI, made it 7-0, and then Judge with a double to make it 8-0. Just a great game for the offense in this one. They went on to score 4 more runs. There might have been another wild pitch. I may be mistaken, though. And then Rougned Odor hit a 3-run bomb into the right field seats, made it a 12-1 game. The only run Taillon gave up was probably not his fault. I mean, Andujar, slid for a catch, slid for a ball that he probably should have caught. I mean, it was like a blooper that kind of fell in that most average outfielders would have caught. But since Andujar cannot play the field, he did not catch the ball. The ball fell in. It caused a run to score. I think Ty France hit it, and that made it like a 9-1 game. It didn't matter, though. We were already blowing them out. So just a great job by the offense to break open, the game, scoring 12 runs on 18 hits. That's by far the most we've had all year. The offense was fantastic in Game 1, and I understand Justice Sheffield's having a terrible season, but still, to score 12 runs on 18 hits is always a great thing. And Seattle's a team that's been pitching pretty well this year, and to light them up like that is always a good thing. So the Yankees win the opener 12-1 in blowout fashion, and even with a 9-run lead, for some reason, I didn't feel comfortable. I don't know if that was just me, but when they were up like 8-0, I had a feeling they weren't going to make this easy. But they did. They did. They won a blowout in Game 1, 12-1. So that was a great game. Now let's move on to Game 2, and this game was a lot closer. So Domingo Germán was scheduled to start, but he got scratched because he had an emergency root canal at the dentist's office, so he didn't, he had to miss the start. He came in out of the bullpen, but he didn't start. Nick Nelson got the start. Okay. The pitching was good in this game, but why on God's green earth does Nick Nelson start for this team, let alone pitch for this team? Nick Nelson should not ever pitch for the New York Yankees. This guy cannot throw strikes. He can't put hitters away. I don't care how good his stuff is. This guy stinks. This guy is awful. He didn't get out of the first inning. He walked in a batter. He was terrible. Sessa had to come in and bail him out. Sessa was great out of the pen, but I mean, Nick Nelson should not be starting for this team. The game probably shouldn't have been as close as the final score, but whatever. It was a 5-4 game. Nick Nelson was terrible, and then Sessa came in, was awesome out of the pen. He was great. Domingo Germán then came in after him out of the bullpen, which was weird, but he came in, did a good job. Gave up the home run to Murphy, but you know, he really only made that one mistake. Outside of that, I thought Germán did a pretty good job in this game. He went, you know, what do you go, like 3 innings? Or it might have been 4, actually. 4 innings, 3 runs. He was solid. He was good. His line was a lot better, I thought. I thought he did a good job. And then Loizaga and Green came in and pitched a clean 8th and 9th, and the Yankees won the game 5-4. Now, let's break down the offense, because the pitching was good. Let's talk about the offense. And the offense was good early on. Didn't do much late, but it was very, very good early on in the game. Yusei Kikuchi on the mound for Seattle, a guy who's having a very good season. He's an all-star this year. He's having a great year. And the Yankees took an early lead early in the game. We go to the first inning. Luke Voigt RBI single. After having 5 hits the previous night, has another hit, his 6th hit in 2 nights. Yankees are up 1-0. Then, second and third with 2 out. Gleyber Torres comes through with runners in scoring position, which we have not said all year. A 2-run base hit for Gleyber Torres. It's a 3-0 game. Mariners get on the board. It's a 3-1. We go to the second with, I think it was DJ LeMahieu on third. Aaron Judge at the dish. Brian Cashman, extend this man. I don't care about his injury history. This guy should be a Yankee for the rest of his career. I don't care about his age. I don't care about anything. Watch this guy play baseball. He is a dynamic ball player. Aaron Judge is having a phenomenal season. Man on third base, 1 out, 3-1 count, and he absolutely crushes a ball into the upper deck at Safeco. A 2-run bomb for Judge off Yusei Kikuchi, a majestic 2-run shot, and the Yankees are up 5-1, and they are in a very, very good position to win this game. Germán then gives up the 3-run homer, but Green and Loizaga save the day out of the pen, and the Yankees win the game 5-4. Not a lot to talk about with this game. I thought the pitching was really good. I thought the offense did just enough to win, and it was a good game. It wasn't easy, but the Yankees came out on top and won the series and won the game 5-4. Now, let's talk about the series finale. I'm not going to talk about this game that much. This was a very, very boring game. We lost 4-0. We had 1 hit. There's your recap right there. They had 1 measly hit. It's like the scene from Major League. I think it was Major League 1. 1 goddamn hit. That's what I was thinking about after this game. It's like Harry Doyle, the Indians announcer from Major League. That's what I thought of after this game, because they had 1 goddamn hit. I mean, the offense was atrocious. But you got to give credit to Logan Gilbert. I mean, he's a rookie. He's having a solid rookie campaign, and he pitched really well. 7 innings of 1 hit ball. He was fantastic. They had a chance to score in the second inning, and when they did not score, I had that feeling they weren't going to win this game, and they didn't. The offense was flat. Didn't really do anything. I'm not going to talk about this game really that much. I'll talk about Montgomery. Montgomery did well. Montgomery did a really good job. He made that 1 bad pitch in the second to Dylan Moore, and, Kyle Seager swung in the first pitch and home run. Whatever, you can't do anything about that. But he made that 1 bad pitch to Dylan Moore in the second, which made it 3-0. Outside of that, I thought Monty was really good. 6 2/3, 3 runs, 9 Ks. He had strikeout stuff today. He was good. He was really, really good. And he gets. If I had 2 hands right now, because I'm holding my phone, I would I'd give him a round of applause, because he did a really good job in this game. He was great. But offense did nothing, and the Yankees lost 4-0. It was a doozy of a game. It was not fun to watch at all, and the Yankees lost, but they won the series. This question is for you guys. Let me know in the comments section. Do you think the Yankees have turned a corner? The Seattle Mariners are a team that was playing really good baseball coming in. This is a team that swept the Tampa Bay Rays, and I think beat the Red Sox early on in the year, too. They're a good baseball team, and the Yankees took 2 of 3, and the Blue Jays also lost to this team, too. The Yankees are the only AL East team to beat the Seattle Mariners. That's promising. That's intriguing. Let me know. Yankee fans, let me know in the comments section. Do you think the Yankees turned a corner? I'm not sold yet. We still have 3 more games until the All-Star break. We have a big 3-game set against the Houston Astros starting tomorrow at Minute Maid Park in Houston. That should be exciting. But we have a big series coming up against a very good Astros team, probably the best team in the American League. But we took 2 out of 3 against a very solid Seattle Mariners team. The Mariners are not an elite team, obviously. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs, but they're still good. I'm just iffy on whether the Yankees turned a corner or not. I'm just still not sold yet. If they beat Houston, if they win the series against Houston, maybe I'll start to believe that maybe this team could make the playoffs. Right now, I'm not buying it. But if they beat Houston, Maybe they'll start to bring me back in a little bit. I hate that because I know they're going to bring me in just to let me down again, but they did play a good series, and they took 2 out of 3 against the Mariners team that's one of the hottest teams in baseball, and they won the series. I thought they did a great job this series. MVP of this series for me. I wanted to give it to Jameson Taillon because of how bad he's been this year, and he pitched easily his best outing of the season. But I'm going to give it to Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge had an awesome series. He hit a home run. He had a big game 1. Judge was awesome. Now, I could give it to Voit, too. I'll do 2 MVPs. I'll do Judge and Voit. They are the 2 MVPs for this series. I'm going to start doing that more often for my post-game and post-series recaps for the Yankees. I'll have like an MVP for each game and or series, so I'm going to start doing that more often. But anyway, Yankees win 2 out of 3 at the Pacific Northwest this week. What are your thoughts on the series? Let me know down in the comments below. And what are your predictions for the upcoming series against the Houston Astros at Minute Maid Park in Texas starting tomorrow night as Nestor Cortez Jr. gets the ball against Jake Odorizzi, former Twin. Game 2 is Zach Greinke against Garrett Cole. And then Game 3 is Jameson Taillon against, I think it's Framber Valdez, who's been struggling as of late. So this is a big series for the Yankees. The Yankees got to at least take 2 out of 3. And if they take 2 out of 3, they could win the season series against the best team in the American League, maybe even the best team in baseball. The Astros are very good. And if we can win another series against them, that'd be impressive. All right, guys. So that is going to do it for this video. It's been 11 minutes, so I'm going to end it now. Leave a like on the video. I really would appreciate it. And I'll talk to you guys very soon, as I don't know if it's going to be daily post-game recaps for the Yankees. I'm going to probably stop doing that throughout the rest of the season because of football season approaching. Training camp starts at the end of the month, and the Knicks, I hope, start making moves in the offseason so I can actually talk about the team for once. So it's going to be less it's going to be less post-game recaps. It's going to be more post-series recaps, just recapping the whole series. I'm going to do this a lot more often because, you know, there's going to be other teams I have to make content on too. So that is going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you guys very soon about the Astros and Yankees series. Peace. Go Yankees.